Om Sri Sai Ram. The Sathyam Shivam Sundaram, which is the biography of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba as written by Professor N. Kasturi, records one amazing incident of Swami going into a trance. A military officer in Bhopal, in Madhya Pradesh, India, was so dejected and depressed that he decided to end his life and commit suicide. Even as he kept the loaded revolver to his forehead and was about to shoot himself, Swami, who was then at Kodaikanal, got up shouting, "Stop! Don't shoot!" And he collapsed and went into a trance. This is recorded by Swami Sachidananda, who is from the Divine Life Society at Rishikesh, who was with Bhagwan at that point in time. Nobody knew what happened, but at that very moment, before that officer could shoot, his doorbell rings and there is his friend, his friend's wife and a porter with all their luggage. They come in, they have a conversation, and cutting the long story short, the officer is saved from his grievous sin of committing suicide. Sharing this episode to a thrilled and delighted audience during the inauguration of the Vatavriksha at Puttaparthi, Swami Sachidananda said that till now he had heard that spiritually advanced masters can do Parakaya Pravesh, which is entering into others' body. But he said, this is the first time I am witnessing Parakaya Srushti, meaning creation of new bodies for emancipation of the devotee. Such instances of going into a trance are many. And it is our fortune today that we have Mr. Rajeshwar Rao, the son of Raja Umapathy Rao, who was personally witness to two such trances and the amazing miracles and transformation that Swami achieved through them. One happened at Horseley Hills, the other happened in his own home at Hyderabad. Let us listen to these two amazing incidents, and along with these, the other descriptions simply fill our heart with delight and devotion.
In one of our trips to this Puttaparthi, then it was a little more developed. Then one fine evening, Swami sent word through Suraya or something to 2-3 people in that line. That is Venkatatnama, Kantama and Lalitama, my mother, and myself. And Mrs. Chaudhary, one lady was there with 2 sons were there. She was the mother-in-law of Nadanla Bhaskara, who later became the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Mother-in-law. And they tell word that tomorrow, keep ready, tomorrow morning, Swami is taking you out. They didn't tell where you are going, nothing is. Being summer, we went like a casual clothes, no warm clothes or nothing. We kept everything ready. In that excitement, we went at 5 o'clock in the morning, had a bath in Chitravati, came running and everything packed. And Swami's car was there. It was, I think, Studebaker commander. And then one Ramnath Reddy was Swami's devotee. His car was there. He's an executive engineer in PWD. And another Jairam Reddy's car was there, the Standard 20. His car also. He was another executive engineer in irrigation department. And we all bundled into these cars. Swami told you, sit in this thing, you sit in this. And Swami's car, of course, devotees Raja Reddy and all those things. We went to Horseley Hills. Horseley is in Chittoor district. It's a hill station, small thing. And there is one circuit house on the top. 58, 59, it should be. So Horseley Hills, we had been there. Raja Reddy, Appa Rao, about 15 people, maximum 20 people. Local people also was the one. SN Reddy was there, who was a local devotee. He used to get food every day to the top. Because they're not, Madanpalli is the nearest town of Horseley Hills. Horseley Hills was a British time hill station that was known as Governor's Bungalow also. So we were there, and there was erratic power supply. It used to come and go, and so always one Petromax was kept ready in the hall, and 2-3 rooms were there. One good room was Swami's abode, and we all used to sleep on the floor with the woolen carpets there, and we didn't have sufficient warm clothes. Then Swami ordered some blankets for all of us, all 3 youngsters on one side, all 6 ladies on one side with the pillows, and morning we used to have there were 2 or 3 washrooms, and we used to use that thing, and food and everything was being prepared. One devotee who was in Madanpalli, he used to come every day. He used to bring breakfast, lunch, and sometimes they used to make there also, because there was facility for making, which the governor's bungalow and British governors used to come and stay there. It was a nice colonial type of bungalow. So in one of these days, we were there for 5 days. So Swami, from his evening, we had a small bhajan. After the bhajan, he went inside and he was coming out, and it is there. This incident is there in the Saradhara Sarthi also, and this is a miracle, one of the few miracles I've seen in my earlier days, and I must be about 14 years or something. And he came, and in those olden days, earlier days, they have this kadapa on the doors, 4 sides. Kadapa means this frame of door frame, they have kadapas. So now modern people have no kadapa. He came and tumbled on that thing and he fell down, Swami. And then he collapsed and he went into trance. And all these ladies started weeping, and Raja Reddy and other people came running and rubbing their hands, this thing, that thing, and all those things. And they said, what is this, Swami? And cough coming out his mouth. And he was shivering all hands. And we were, as kids, started shivering, and we are all in a daze. What is going to happen on this?
He's coughing.
Coughing, not coughing. Cough, burgu. Phlegm, not in phlegm, that froth. It was coming, and Swami, one person ran into the toilet and he started rubbing and all those things. And after some time, he got up and he said, I had gone to save one of my devotee in Assam, who was traveling in a car, and his car came down into a trench. And then I had to go and stop that and see all these bruises on the hand.
There were bruises
on the hand. Now he is okay. And the devotee's family was there, I had to stop him. So this was one of the first miracles. My mother was there, she was weeping, and we were all sitting. I was a 12, 14 years old child. I was there, I was in a daze. So what was happening, all those things. So such things we saw a number of times, and in the last day of our tour of that 5 days or 6 days, from there Swami in the evening used to go tea time to surrounding places, all hilly areas and all those things, and all sheet rock places. We sat there, and at it then somebody forgot to. We always carry a cane basket with the fruits, one jug with the water, jug with the coffee for Swami, with a silver tumbler and a number of towels and all those things. Then somebody didn't. There is a prasadam. Then what the Swami said, sir, it's okay. And he sat that side, and he had that towel, that hanky always with him, and he spread it on the floor, and there was some rock about 6 and 9 inches small thing. He kept it in that, and he wrapped that rock and put it like this, hit it on the ground, and opened it, and they were kalakhand, misri, what do you call it? Sugar candy. And each broke it into pieces and gave everybody right before my eyes. And it is one of the prasadams. Emi ledu. You know, this stone is also prasadam. This is also prasadam. We sat for some time, and it was getting late, and because animals start roaming in that area, it's a forest area. And so Swami said, we'll go home. Like that, and next day we all packed up and they came back to Puttaparthi. Coming back to that trance, I must tell, on the top there was Kasturi, Janakramaya, Raja Umapathy Rao, and other things around. And the hall, they were there. Swami had his bath in our house, in Ampali house. And he came out of the toilet, and he came out. Same thing, tumbled and fell down again, and like what she was doing on one side. Then Raja Reddy came running, put his head on his Raja Reddy, rubbing this thing, palms and all that. But his palms were so tight fist,
clenching,
like fits. And again cough coming out his side. Cough, amount of burgu we call it.
Froth, like
saliva. Not it, saliva, the bubbles.
Soap water bubbles.
The soap.
White color.
And my mother ran into the toilet, and with a wet wipe and everything, they were doing nothing. I was there about 18 or 18 years, 17, 18 years, I remember. And then this was totally closed. And after some time he was moving like that. With great difficulty they opened and Swami was coming to conscious. With great difficulty we opened it and we could find some elements in his hand.
Elements meaning?
Some objects in there. Then afterwards some time he told some other, I was not there when Swami was telling, but I could gather from other, because I was a child. Normally before children they don't. Swami had taken over, went to save the life of a army personnel, defense personnel, who is Swami's ardent devotee in Northeast Command, somewhere in Kashmir. And he was getting depressed because his family was away, he was all alone. Depressed, he wanted to end his life. Swami wanted to go in.
As you can see in this point of time, Mr. Rajeshwar Rao seems to be speaking in riddles, not clarifying what was it exactly in Swami's hands, what was the element or object. And therefore, off the camera, I pressed him and I requested him to share what was the object, what shape was it, how was it looking, what was it actually. And then what he revealed made my jaw drop, because he said in Swami's hands, clenched palms, were the magazines containing bullets of a revolver. They were of the make Webley and Scott, the world famous ammunition manufacturer. And Swami said that this military person in Kashmir was so dejected and his family was in Punjab, and therefore he wanted to end his life. And in this case, unlike the one in Bhopal, he actually shot 2 bullets, because one of the magazines lack 2 bullets, the other one has 6 bullets. And when he shot it, Swami said that I went and saved him from certain death, and to ensure that he doesn't do this again, I have brought these here. We have all often heard that whenever we call out sincerely to the Lord responds. But how lucky we are that we have a Lord who responds even when we have not called out. Swami says, if you need me, you deserve me. All we need to have is that need for Swami, and he manifests himself directly in our presence. How lucky we are to have such a Lord guiding us, and how lucky we are to listen to the Leelas and Mahimas of such a Lord when he has done such deeds on earth. With gratitude to the Domakonda Kamineni family for sharing these beautiful experiences and photographs, we take leave now, eagerly awaiting for the next episode. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.